They were the most powerful group in the world, and then suddenly, overnight, it seemed like they were wiped out. They were called the Knights Templar, a secretive military order formed during the Crusade by Knight Hughie Paines. At first, their job was simple: to protect Christian pilgrims trying to get to Jerusalem. However, over time, their role changed dramatically. The Knights Templar actually built one of the first international banking systems in history. You could deposit money in one country and withdraw it in another. Kings trusted them, churches backed them. At this point, they weren't just soldiers anymore. They were connected, powerful, and wealthy. They acquired mass wealth due to their reputation. They would just receive donations of money and land. Their influence stretched across Europe and the Middle East. They owned vast amounts of land, fortresses, and wealth. And here's the key part: they only answered to the Pope, not the king, not anyone else. Here's where things started to change. On Friday, October 13th, 1307, King Philip IV of France ordered the sudden arrest of every Knight Templar simultaneously and without warning. They were accused of heresy, secret rituals, and conspiracy. Some confessed to these charges, but many didn't. Some say it may have been political, but a lot of us think it was financial, because King Philip IV actually owed the Templars a large amount of money. Philip constantly had to borrow from the Templars because he was always at war, and he lived a lifestyle that exceeded his kingdom's budget. He did try other ways of recouping the money. In 1306, he expelled the entire Jewish population and took over their land, wealth, and would seize their property to fund wars. King Philip also began taxing the church, which ended up in a violent feud with the Pope. So there was a lot of animosity between the king and the Knights Templar. You see, it was alleged that during the initiation ceremony for the Templars, that they were asked to deny Jesus 3 times, spit on the crucifix, and were asked to worship an idol figure by the name of Baphomet, as well as worshiping cats, which is pretty odd. Accusations also included obscene kissing amongst the members. The order was also accused of promoting homosexuality and encouraging sodomy. So with all this going on, within a few years, the order was completely wiped out by King Philip IV. However, some believe not everything was found. There are many stories that the Templars could have hidden wealth, documents, and other extremely important items before the mass arrests. There is a theory that many of the Templars knew this was coming down the pipeline, so they hid the stuff. And when a group that powerful disappears that fast, it makes you wonder, what did they know? Or what were they hiding? Until next time, guys.